What does it take to get in shape? And I'm talking more of a mindset than anything else. Hey, folks, Andrew here. Top fitness strategies. Look better, feel better, gain some confidence. We're all about the fitness over 50 crowd. That's right. Here we are. My name is Andrew. I am the face who runs the place. And today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. Okay. Is getting in shape, is it an art or is it a science? Yeah, I'm a little tongue tied here. Is it an art or is it a science? And I bring this up because in another hobby of mine, which I will talk to at another time, somebody brought that up today. They said that there's too many people is trying to throw out or throw in all the scientific stuff to it, which is fine if that's what you're into, but people are forgetting about the fun of the art itself. And it got me thinking, like, the older I get, the more and more I see people who upload videos to get all scientific-y, if you will, with this health and fitness stuff. Nothing wrong with that. If that's what you're into, fantastic. All the little nuances about, eat this much protein versus that much fat. You got to lift to this percentage of your ability versus that percentage of your ability. If you lift Tuesday at 5:07 p.m. is different than you should lift different than if you lift Wednesday at 5:07 a.m. type thing. Okay. Yeah, that's all the science behind everything. And it's fantastic. People need to know that. But then I started thinking, okay, back when I was young, back when I used to work out college and early 20s, mid 20s, and things of that sort, my buddies and I, we never got into the science of everything. Not at all. And we were cut, defined, muscles ripping everywhere. Yeah, Andrew, I get that. You were early. I mean, you were young or in your early 20s, mid 20s. We were all like that back then. Yeah, you're right. We were all back then. And what was the difference between then and now? Yeah, we might have had a lot more energy back then. I'll give you that. We had a ton of energy back then. We didn't care about the science. We were there, at least in my group of guys. We worked out and we worked out hard. There's no question about that. But we had fun with the workouts. We didn't worry about what time we were working out. We didn't worry about how much protein versus fat versus carbs and so on and so forth. And we were in the best shape of our lives. Then I started thinking, okay, then life happened. I moved away, got really out of shape and started getting back into shape. And I said, well, then how did I get back into shape in my mid 40s? What was I doing differently? For me personally, I was forgetting about the science and doing workouts. That's right. Was I following a routine? Yeah. Did I worry about all the little nuances about the routine? Maybe you should lift a pound more on this rep than we did on that rep, or maybe you should bend this way and 2 degrees more this way versus 4 degrees more that way. No, I didn't. I just worked out and I had fun and I was getting into the best shape of my life. So is getting in shape an art or a science? Okay. Have you forgot about the art of doing it because you're so wrapped up in the science? And again, I'm not putting that down at all. There are some people out there who thrive on the science part of things. I have interviewed dozens of folks who thrive on the science part of working out, the science part of getting in shape, which is perfectly fine if that's what you're into. There's a group of people, myself included, who can care less about the science part of it. I want to have fun and get in shape and enjoy what I'm doing. That's the art part of it in my book. There's no good, bad, right, wrong, and either way. If you like the scientific part of it, fantastic, go for it. If you like the art part of it, fantastic, go for it. The bottom line is, how do you choose to do it? Don't get so wrapped up in one aspect that you forget the other, or that when you bring the other into the fold, so to speak, it gets you all messed up and weird and wonky. And here's a story I'll tell you about that. Again, a different hobby of mine, and I'm not going to get into what it is because it's irrelevant. But my father grew up doing it a certain way. this hobby. Okay. And he taught me to do it this particular way. Father passed. I wanted to keep on with the hobby, started doing research. All of a sudden, all this scientific stuff started coming up. I'm like, oh man, I didn't know that. Oh wow, I didn't know I had to do that. Oh wow, if I do this, I mean it'll be better. Oh wow, if I did this, measure this amount, it would be better than this if I did it that way. And it got me personally, my head all screwed up because I forgot the art and the fun that my dad and I used to have, and everything turned out just perfect. And all of a sudden, I'm getting it all muddied up and clouded up with all the scientific stuff of it, and it wasn't the end result wasn't like I wanted it to be. So once I read that quote or heard that quote, it says, "Did you forget about the art to focus on the science, or vice versa?" It made a lot of sense to me. So that's what I'm relaying to you. If you're the artistic type, forget the science. If you're the scientific type, forget the art part of it. Once you, and maybe you're the type that likes to mesh them together. I don't know, but it's okay to do it one way or the other. Just because your buddy's doing it one way doesn't mean you have to do it that way. Whatever you feel like you can get the best results without getting your mind all mixed up and discombobulated, go for it. It's just that simple, because the bottom line is, we as trainers, and I'll speak for every trainer on the planet, we want to see you succeed. We want to see you get in better shape, whether you do it the scientific way or whether you do it the artsy fartsy type of way. Again, I like the artsy fartsy type of way. I hope this is making sense, because to me, in my mind, it makes perfect sense. I wanted to make sure I relay that and put it out here on some sort of podcast or video podcast, whichever platform you're watching and or listening to this on. Okay, I appreciate it. I'm going to stop it here. Thanks a lot for being here. Again, my name is Andrew, Top Fitness Strategies. I am the face who runs the place. Check it out. Like it, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Now, share this. I'm asking you all to share this to, oops, I'm sorry about that. Share this to any platform you want to, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'll stop it here. Appreciate it. Thanks. Until next time, this is Andrew. I'm the face who runs the place, Top Fitness Strategies. Ciao.